Just imagine a T20 match, India versus Pakistan, and India needs just 6 runs in an over. I was glued to my TV set and just feeling the excitement. And suddenly, my mom enters the living room. She grabs the remote from my hand and starts her daily Saas Bahu serials. I was just annoyed by the situation and was just thinking that whether I should see this match tomorrow in the highlights or should I use the mobile internet. Good morning, friends. Myself, Harik Vyas from Divai Patil College of Engineering, presenting a short seminar on my topic which deals with 4 advanced technologies related to the wireless telecommunication. Number 1, CDMA 450. Number 2, wireless LAN. Number 3, WiMAX. And the base or the main thing, the punch of my topic is UMTS, that is the Universal Mobile Telecommunication Service. Now relating these topics, my main achievement or my main aim in this topic is to make you understand that whether wireless LAN, WiMAX or CDMA act as a complementary with the UMTS or can also replace this present technology. But before going into these in-depth analysis, just let us start with an overview or the build-up towards UMTS. First of all, how did UMTS actually evolve? Well, two things which were needed in this advanced technological environment were speed and performance. Well, these two were promised by International Telecommunication Union and the UMT 2000, that is the Universal Mobile Telecommunication Standard in 2000, when they designed the 3G technology. A part and part of this project was the development of 3G technology in the coming years, and then we got the name of UMTS. Well guys, UMTS is Universal Telecommunication Mobile Service, which provides a layered framework which helps a customer use services right from the 1G till the coming generation of mobile technology, that is up to the 4G level. It provides variable data speeds up to 2 Mbps, while it provides further new applications to our customer access such as mobile browsing, mobile conference, voice chatting, all through a single mobile phone. Well, in the advancement in the coming years, the IMT 2000 and the International Telecommunication Union have promised to develop a new chapter to the UMTS, which is known as the HSPDA, that is High Speed Packet Data Access, which will provide speeds up to 7 Mbps to 10 Mbps. This is the UMTS architecture, which shows a mobile device connected to a base station, which then the base station, according to the information, classifies the call whether it is a voice call or a data service to be provided to the user, and accordingly the internet service providers or the voice providers provide the needed services to the customer. Now, talking about the main punch, the main point in my topic, which is related to the newcomers in the technological world. Those are three. Number one, the wireless LAN technology. Number two, the Code Division Multiple Access 450, the newest version of the CDMA services. And number three, the WiMAX technology. Moving one by one and comparing with the UMTS technology, you will know actually how they can be a boon as well as can also sometimes be an uncomfortable service when compared with the UMTS technology. First, moving to the wireless LAN. Wireless LAN is a service based on 802.11 standards and provides speed up to 11 Mbps, whether it is uplink or downlink. Well, main thing or the main problem considered with this technology is the limited mobility. It provides range of access of around 5 square kilometers from the base station. A similar modification to this topic is the WiMAX technology. In the WiMAX technology, they have an unlicensed, for now, the unlicensed frequency band of around 10 to 20 gigahertz, which provides a very high data rate capability of around 10 Mbps, but still has a limited mobility services. This is the main problem with the newest advanced technologies. It provides limited mobility, and this technology also provides around 15 square kilometers of range, which is not as comfortable for a user who wants to use internet everywhere around. But it can be still used in metropolitan cities. Talking about the main competitor of UMTS technology. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about the CDMA 450 technology. It deals with advanced data rates up to 2.5 Mbps and also has a pretty high coverage. Yes, more than, yeah, I can repeat it again, more than UMTS technology. It has an extremely large cell size, that is a size of the range or the cell in which we equip the larger number of customers. It can provide, each cell can provide around 2000 to 3000 more customers as comparable to the UMTS technology. Well, other advantages are the security and the improved data rates. Now the main question comes here is whether it acts as a complement or a replacement. Well, talking about WiMAX and wireless LAN, it can never be a replacement for UMTS, as it does not have a high mobility rate, which is the need of an hour for any customer. He wants to move around and use his data services whenever he wants. But talking about CDMA 450, yes, it can be a replacement in few years. But still, as it is introduced in the recent years, it will still take a time to make a leap forward and compete on the real basis with the UMTS technology. Now, on a student level, I can't show the implementation basis of this topic. The design perspectives are much higher to my educational levels. So I can just show which was the collection of my market stats and the data, which moves us closer towards the in-depth analysis of all these four services. Talking first is the CDMA 450 service, in which in this yellow and red marked area shows the areas which occupy the CDMA 450 services. It's still a slow moving service, but still it has covered 31 European countries with its high speed services, and the response is pretty positive. Now comparing the newest UMTS technology, which is the HSPDA, with the EVDO, that is the newest CDMA 450 technology, and the answer is both are pretty neck to neck while comparing the data rates or any other technological aspect. But the problem is, or maybe the advantage tilts towards the UMTS on the side that 150 commercial networks have been implemented and are working on a very high reputation in these days. Looking towards this graph, which shows the global subscriber counts of June 2007, shows a long way to go for the CDMA subscribers. But still, the growth of 15.5% per annum is quite commendable in these circumstances. Now some solutions for the Indian markets. Indian market has a huge growth aspects, as it is the second largest telecom unit we have ever seen, and we are just behind China, behind the global subscriber counts. So still it is quite surprising when we see just 0.7% of this count using mobile internet. So the main thing, if we want to avail these services on our mobile phone at very cheap and reasonable rates, first thing is that we should keep our minds aware that if there is a minute work, or just we have to send a status, or just we have to send an email, then please don't try and use the computer, the personal computer. Why not just do it on a mobile phone? So if we change our mindsets towards the mobile phone, go towards the acceptance of the newest technologies, we might further see much more advancements coming into our countries also. The subcontinent are also facing one basic problem, is that the bandwidth allotment is tilted towards the GSM side more than the CDMA side. So we are still quite far from the other countries which are using the CDMA as a base technology. So until we improve on these few points, we are still quite a distance from other countries with respect to the wireless technology. The thing is, the one thing that only I can say is, just prefer mobile phones a bit more when we come towards the basic internet requirements. That's all I can say right now. These are my references, and that's all I have to say.